We're going to do the PlayStation 5 unboxing absolutely live. We're going to open up Cyberpunk 2077 absolutely live. We're going to plug in the PlayStation 5 into the computer, capture card, get it running, log in, put the disc in, start the install. As soon as that's done, we're going to start playing. In between the install, the update, and everything, we've got Hell of a Boss, episode 2. It's a new episode, so we're going to do a live reaction. We've got Bleach S Abridged episode 26 reaction, which we'll do live. If it's not installed at that point, we're simply just going to go on to watching some Cyberpunk 2077 videos we haven't watched, such as the trailer and day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which we haven't done yet. So don't worry, there's going to be plenty of content, and at whatever point Cyberpunk 2077 is ready to go, we're just going to jump straight into it and pray to God we don't get terminated straight away on Twitch, because I've heard it's got quite a bit of saucy stuff. But I did hear that they have a streamer mode, which will thankfully make it streamer friendly. So, you know, fingers crossed we don't get terminated. But thank God we actually have a Twitch partnership, which means we are able to, you know, actually talk to a person and hopefully iron out whatever happens. Now, before we get started with the opening of the PlayStation 5, yes, I know it's been sitting in the background for almost 3 weeks. We got it 2 Fridays ago, and tomorrow is Friday. I also picked up Cyberpunk 2077 today, day 1 edition, so that's ready to go, physical copy. I pray to God that the Australian version doesn't have any censoring, because, you know, despite what I say, I want to appreciate the entire game, and I know when we've played Hellblade, the Australian version put a pair of pants on every naked corpse. You know, I'm not there necessarily for that, but let's enjoy the game how it was intended. That being said, the PlayStation 5 is here. Now, I wanted to say a big thank you to absolutely the entire community, absolutely everyone for turning up to the streams, helping us grind Twitch partnership, sharing videos with friends, watching the videos on YouTube, hitting like, commenting, joining the Discord. We have grown so much in the past year. It's absolutely unbelievable. 2 years ago, people wanted me to play games like Nero, Automata, and The Last of Us, and we were in a situation where I was more than capable of covering all the costs for the computer and hardware, you know, to help record things. But the thing was, we didn't have enough ad revenue or income in order to buy things such as a PlayStation and a new console. And so I basically just put it out there, look, this is the situation we're in, and if you guys want to see reactions to these games, I'm going to need a little bit of help in buying these consoles and buying these games. And you guys were absolutely phenomenal, amazing. I can't express how grateful I am. You guys ended up buying a PlayStation 4 Pro. You guys ended up buying a Nintendo Switch. Like, you guys were just unbelievable. I want to thank you all for that. And thankfully we've grown up, well, we have grown up, but we've grown in the past 2 years so much so that we were actually able to buy a console such as this without having to actually do a donation goal. Fortunately, we have subscribers on Twitch, we have sponsors on YouTube, we have patrons on Patreon, so now we're finally in a position where buying a game on day 1 is not a can we, it's kind of should we, you know? We're thankfully in that position, and that's all thanks to you guys, so I really do appreciate it. And when I say thank you guys, I don't mean guys as in guys, I mean like everyone as a blanket term. I can't believe I'm having to say things like that, but look, it's 2020. We're all equal here. We're all part of the same community. We're all here to have fun. Let's just enjoy it. I'm not trying to piss anyone off intentionally. I'm just being me here. So thank you very much for that. I really do appreciate it. And thankfully we can play games on new next-gen consoles on day 1. So thank you very much. I originally wanted to do this opening in the kitchen like I did with the PlayStation 4 and the Switch, but Hutchin is out, so I figured why don't we just do it, you know, live on the live stream. So it's a little bit different. I'll do my best not to destroy it. But, you know, let's just do an opening live and enjoy it. All right, we're here with PlayStation 5. Looks good to me. All right, now how can I do it like this? Yeah, I can. All right, let's open this baby up. Play like never before, and it looks like a stormtrooper, and it looks like a Kyber made by Seto Kyber. All right, we open this baby up. And pray to God that it's actually the console and not a sack of potatoes. Oppa! There we go. We're opening it. Yes, it looks like a console. Power cable. Thank Christ, it looks like a... No, wait. Oh! This is interesting. I haven't seen one of these power cables since PlayStation 2. PlayStation 3 had those thick ones that were the universal power cables for computers. I haven't seen this power cable since PlayStation 2. That's interesting, and this looks like a biodegradable little thing. It's not even metal, it looks biodegradable. Jesus. Okay, environmentally friendly, cool. And a different cable, okay. Cool. It looks like we have the controller here. I've heard bits and pieces about this thing. I've never actually held one or watched anything. But what I did see on some images was that they said if you look at the grip, it's actually got triangles, X's, and circles. I can't see it personally. Oh, wait, no. I might be able to actually see it if this light works. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh my God. Can I actually zoom it? No, I can't zoom it in that much. If you actually look really close at the grip, it actually is square, circle, X's, and triangles. It's really hard to see, but if you sort of look at it on an angle, you could sort of make it out, which is pretty sick. The grip is nice. It's actually a lot easier to hold than the other ones. The triggers give it... Yeah, it's a little bit different. There's a little bit of resistance on the trigger, which I like, which is kind of one of the reasons why I decided to play Cyberpunk on a console, because I actually like using a trigger. What I find odd is trigger finger, but you got to use this. So like what? Trigger FU finger? I don't know. I might end up just using this finger on both. I don't know. That's just me. It's trigger finger is trigger finger. It's actually got the little speaker. I know that was only utilized in Death Stranding on the PlayStation 4, so I'm actually very curious. Looks like a USB-C port. Thank Christ for that, so I can use my telephone cable for this thing. Hopefully I don't blow up the battery by charging it. Seems to actually have a built-in microphone. It has a button to turn off the microphone here. I don't know if you guys can see. Not that I would ever use a built-in microphone in a controller. Reason being, if you've ever actually used like this type of microphone or anything, it literally picks up the vibration of almost anything. So if you don't actually have a shock mount and you put your hands on the table or you're using a keyboard, the table will vibrate a little bit. You won't notice it with your eyes, but the microphone will pick up that vibration. So I can only imagine what happens when someone's pressing a controller that has vibration and buttons and everything, and you're talking into a microphone. I personally wouldn't use it, but okay, that's their thing. And of course, it's got that little hole in here. Funnily enough, I'm hoping to God I don't have to use this little hole in order to get the sound on the capture card like we did with PlayStation 4 on day one. So if you guys remember on PlayStation 4 day one, if we were to plug in the HDMI cable into the capture card, we wouldn't be able to hear the audio. We would actually have to plug in an O-axle cable into the controller and then manually put it into the computer as a microphone input, which would cause issues considering I already have a microphone here, and then you would have to do this whole roundabout thing just to live stream PlayStation, because they were pushing their PSN live stream and they didn't want people playing games that had embargoes, such as, you know, Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royale. But I'm hoping the PlayStation 5 doesn't have issues. But if we do have issues, don't worry, I'm well equipped. I've got one of the Elgato cables that we use for the PlayStation 4. And I also have a HDMI splitter, which effectively removes any protection that they have on HDMI cables. So don't worry, a Slav is always prepared.
What do we have here?
A booklet, a quick start guide that absolutely no one reads. A safety guide, which absolutely no one reads. Just like the terms and conditions on any piece of software that you... Kuma, you got a bit donation. Oh, wow, I didn't see. Thank you. Who donated? Who donated? Oh, Matt, thank you. I can't play Cyberpunk till tomorrow. You got the $250 PC Collector's Edition. And you have to wait till tomorrow. Oof. Can you actually show me photos of the collector's edition when it comes in? I actually want to see it. I know there's no collector editions here left in Australia. There's day one editions, but collector editions, good luck. And on eBay, this collector editions are selling for about $900 to $1,000. The collector editions I did buy are Doom Eternal because of the helmet, Star Wars The Old Republic, Metal Gear Solid 4, Assassin's Creed 2 Black Edition, World of Warcraft Cataclysm, and a couple of other ones, but I did not get Cyberpunk Collector Edition or any other ones. I will only buy collector editions if it's something I feel that it will come in handy, like the Doom Eternal helmet if I ever decide to do a Doom guy cosplay, if I ever get my fat ass to the gym again. But I'm trying to sort of tone down on the collectibles because Hachan has started invading my territory. If you haven't noticed, there's a Mono Kuma that's sitting on top of the modem, but then you've got the Valentine's Day Kuma, a little other Valentine's Day Kuma, a brown Kuma which we adopted when we were living at university, and I also bought her a pink roses Kuma. He's actually made of foam roses, so that entire Kuma is made up of roses, which I bought for her while I was at my mate's Bucks party, so she doesn't feel like, you know how it is. You know how it is. Always bring a lady a gift. Always bring a lady a gift. All right, thank you very much for the 350. We definitely need to put that GIF in that actually shows the Loch Ness Monster every time there is a donation. And as we saw, the USB-C cable. This is the new universal standard when it comes to Android phones. If you're using iPhone, I feel sorry for you because don't use iPhone. This video is not sponsored by Android, although I kind of wish it was. Okay, what the hell is this? Okay, there's something plasticky in this thing. Does the thing sit on it? The fuck? Is this for the controller? Maybe the PlayStation sits on this. A stand. I'm so used to my PlayStations not needing a stand. Alright, thank you guys. You guys seem to know a lot more about this than I do. Clearly. I'm going to need help installing this thing, probably. HDMI cable. I always like to use the HDMI cables that come with the consoles. Reason being, there are different grades of HDMI cables, and typically the ones that come with the console are the higher end ones. So a couple of HDMI cables that I use for secondary third monitors and things like that are typically the cables I buy on like eBay and Amazon and stuff, but I typically always like to use the gaming consoles with the cables they come up with because they usually have a much higher standard. So I'm definitely going to use this one with the PlayStation. It's short, but it only needs to go from the top of the computer to the bottom, and again, the biodegradable little things. If you guys remember, they used to have metal and then they used to have plastic around them. This one feels like it's made out of recycled cardboard. And you can actually tell that because where it's sort of folded around, it's actually cracked. And you can sort of see that it's cardboard. It's not actually made from plastic. So, yeah, I mean, it looks like companies are becoming a lot more environmentally friendly. You know, a little bit like, and I'm taking shots at Apple here. Apple was pushing how environmentally friendly they are, how, PC they are. And then they took the Chinese government to court over them trying to close some of their sweatshops that employ exclusively children under human rights and stuff. So yeah, Apple took the Chinese Communist Party to court over the party trying to close child sweat camps. So yeah. Yeah, I know, I'm just taking shots at Apple here. Oh, this is actually longer than I thought it would. Oh, okay. Oh, this is actually decent length. This is probably, what, 90 centimeters? Yeah, 80, 90 centimeters. 80, 90 centimeters. So that's yeah. That's decent. That's decent. Alright, the main course. Please don't be a sack of potatoes. This video is evidence that I got a sack of potatoes if I've been scammed. Alright, let's open it. Oh, thank Christ. If this was a sack of potatoes, I swear to God. You know, some people have been getting like random crap. I was legitimately worried. Alright, let me try to pull this out without destroying the thing, because there we go. It's coming out. Whoa, okay. It's actually got some weight to it. It's definitely heavier than the PlayStation 4 Pro. Oh, whoa, this... And it's not centered either. It's got a lot of weight on the base. Wait a minute. That's not the base. This is the base. Oh, boy. Where's the center of gravity on this thing? No, it's coming out. No, it's coming out. Someone bring me a towel. Oh, okay. Hey, this isn't white. This is grayish. This isn't white. This is gray white. This is Stormtrooper Attack of the Clones white. Yeah, this isn't white. This is gray-ish. Has anyone here played like Warhammer? You know how they have like skull white and then they have those different shades of white, which are less white? I'm sounding like a white supremacist here, but this is like Clone Trooper white. It's got the little cell horns, you know. I'm just being a kid here. Disc edition, of course. It's got some weight to it. This thing's like at least 2.5 kilos. I'm not even joking. This thing is heavier than the PlayStation 4. I'm willing to argue this thing is as heavy or heavier than my entire computer. Alright. So we've got the blue USB 3.0 at the back, which is good. Ethernet port. Below that, we've got the HDMI port. I don't see a display port. And we've got those two little circle holes. So it doesn't actually use the computer power box standard cable anymore. It actually uses those old school Sony VCR, VHS, PlayStation 2 cables that it came with. That's a double-edged sword, honestly. Reason being, if I ever had issues with my PlayStation cable, I could just grab one of my many computer power cables, or vice versa. You know, I would just not take cables with me. I would take the console because everyone's got a computer cable at their house. Kuma, check donation. I am so sorry. Both Series X and PlayStation 5 are heavier than normal. Extra thick. 2020 in a nutshell. Everyone's gained weight, including the consoles. No, but I guess if I bring this anyway, I have to bring the power cable as well because almost nobody has these cables. And I threw all my old ones away. The PlayStation 5 side plates are detachable. Oh, are they? I cannot see any sort of mechanism for clipping it. I'll probably leave it as is. And I will probably set it down because I'm hoping if I set it down like this, it won't go anywhere. But I'm guessing this is the stand for it. How does this actually work? Man, this thing's thick. Yeah, if you set it down, it will be sitting on the thing. So you kind of have to set it almost... Oh, it goes on that. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh, right, it's tilted with a lot of... Yeah, I get it. So the center of gravity is like here. So it's kind of leaning backwards onto this thing. I get you. I get you. So, Kuma, what do you think of the PlayStation 5 chan right now? You like bearing her to the world? Have I mentioned that this rotates? You can tell that it's a really cheap part because it's so plasticky. It's probably made for like 5 cents in a Chinese factory. Yes, they are detachable, but Sony took down people selling custom side plates. What is it about Japanese companies and taking down anything someone makes? Have you guys seen that South Park Xbox PlayStation 4 episode? Like the 3-4 part series of like Winter is Coming, the Game of Thrones parody, where you've got the Sony CEO and Bill Gates and everything. That's basically that. Yeah, you guys thought it was a joke. It's not. It's not. That's actually how companies behave. Looking at you, Nintendo. Oh man, you mean Nintendo, the company that wouldn't let people do Let's Plays for the past decade? You mean that Nintendo? Does that surprise you? All right, cool. So, okay, I'm putting it on the computer desk. Let me make some room for it. I'm praying to God this doesn't fall. I actually don't trust this thing because, okay, it's perfectly flat, but it deceives the eyes. Like, let me grab this really quickly. I'm gonna do a Joker style thing. As you can see, my computer's got a pride parade going. Look at how this thing actually sits. It doesn't look like it's perfectly straight. It almost looks like it's leaning, but it's not. It's just the design. It's almost like a coat. Oh my God, it's fucking my eyes so much. But I'm hoping to God this doesn't fall off. This is probably for the controller, but like, you know. Okay, close up of Kuma. POV view. You got my point of view. I never thought I'd do a POV video in my life, but, you know, first time for everything. Okay, so controller good. It's probably going to need a nice charge. We'll probably have to plug it in. Now let's do the little Cyberpunk. Yeah, I'd feel it might fall over from that angle. Honestly, I'd put it down on its side, but it doesn't... Yeah, you know what's fucked? It doesn't actually have a flat base anywhere. There's always curves. If you want, there's a little part you can remove, and there's a screw under the platform for you to put it properly on the stand. Oh, right, so it attaches it to the stand. Well, let's just hope it doesn't break. All right, let's open up Cyberpunk 2077 so we can get everything connected, turned on, because it will take a little time to install everything. I heard it's like 90 gigabytes, which with a disc is going to be quick, but there is a day one update. Now, I know people were complaining about the game, but in the defense, the game hadn't originally released till about 7 hours ago, and people were complaining about the base game with no update that wasn't even officially released yet. The fuck was that about? Alright, now people have told me there is a code that I need to hide, so please, if you see the code, don't steal it. I'll shank you. Okay, I'm opening it out. Oh. Is this where the code is? Is this where the code is? Oh, there seems to be booklets and stuff. I'm going to hide them really quickly to see if there's a code. Night City. Oh, alright, cool. Night City and the World Compendium. I don't know if any of you guys bought the old school GTA San Andreas that they give you the big GTA San Andreas map. I used to have that on my door. And I used to use that to navigate. And they've got this little cool thing, which it's a postcard, actually. Yeah, it's a postcard. Pretty cool. And then like the base game. So these are like the bonuses for the day one edition. I'm pretty sure that the codes are inside the case, because I believe day one edition might actually come with codes, or the codes are contained in this thing. In the box, 2 Blu-ray discs, World Compendium, stickers, postcard, game map, digital content access. Okay, so it must be inside. Obviously not going to open it because then everyone's going to see the codes. Well, the box does say digital code on it, so that's why it said not to. The digital code may be in the case. Yeah, it's probably in the map as soon as you open it. And this thing is packaged. Ah! Is this what I think it is? Let me just hide it really quickly. Ah, yeah. The stickers and the code are in here. Technical support. Goodies. No. Code's not here. Okay, so it might be on the map. And oh, yeah, I just flicked it and the disc just came straight out. That's no good. That is no good. You gotta... Okay. It must have got unflicked in travel. Oh, so there's a data disc and a play disc. Yeah, cool. I wanted to get the digital copy online, but it was actually cheaper to get a physical copy. So I got the physical copy, and the cool thing about physical copies is I can just lend them out to friends if I'm ever done with the game. Good luck with that. And I'm just looking at this PlayStation 5 going, holy fucking shit, it is massive. Sorry, can I go POV view again? It is as tall as my computer. Like, it's massive. And yes, my room is a mess. I just came home from work, but this thing is freaking massive. Jesus Christ. It's almost as wide as my computer too. I missed another donation. I suck. Oh my god, another bit. Thank you again, Matt. I think the game box paper has 2 codes. Probably. And thank you guys for resubscribing. Thank you. Thank you, Ice Crown. Thank you. And all the new people. All right. Let's plug this thing in. Does anyone have a music request while I start plugging? Because it's not... You probably won't see any of the fun stuff, but it's basically me putting in the power cable, putting in the HDMI cable and connecting it to the computer, and then really quickly opening up settings to see if they're all connected, and I'm popping everything inside. So if someone has a music request, shoot it now. I'm more than happy to play it. We'll see how we go. Preferably something from a video game. Unravel Tokyo Ghoul. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. Okay, cool. Unravel Tokyo Ghoul. That's sweet. All right, I'll get that on. And I'll start. The best is yet to come. Okay, Tokyo Ghoul, and then the best is yet to come. I can't actually find the English version of that on YouTube anymore. They might have removed it. What are you saying, Kuma? Watching you is fun. and maybe something fun from PlayStation, PS5 art. All right, cool. So we have Tokyo Ghoul, we have MGS Best Is Yet to Come, and Persona 5 Royale. Sweet, that's 3 songs. That buys me about 10 minutes to put this together, which if I can't do in that time, I'm ashamed to anyone that's ever built a computer. All right, Unravel, Tokyo Ghoul, and of course there's a topless guy in the art photo. Of course, why wouldn't it be topless? Of course I want to look at topless guys when I'm looking for songs. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is all plugged in, thankfully at the end of the song. So I can actually, oh, no, microphone's here, my bad. So yeah, I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, it is actually all plugged in. Mind the mess at the back. Didn't actually take too long. It's only 2 cables to plug it in, the HDMI cable and the power cable, and it's connected to the controller. So let's see if it turns on. And boom, we are on. We're on, baby. Look at that. Look at that blue goodness. Now, the real question is, will you be able to modify the color? Because as you know, I've got a little pride parade going in there. You can actually see it on this side. You see, my computer's taken a few tabs and it's just spinning wild. So it'd be very cool if you could color match your computer. Oh no, the screen just turned on. Baby, we got something. We got something. We got something. Okay, okay. Let's change into the gaming screen. There. Stream, screen. All of the good things. Come on, please do not need a HDMI splitter. Please, for the love of God, don't need a HDMI splitter. Please don't need a HDMI splitter. Please don't need a HDMI splitter. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't need a HDMI splitter. Come on. Come on, Elgato. Be compatible. Come on, be compatible. The screen is just flicking on and off, and I'm kind of like, this is the part where you give me, and this has gone yellow, so I could tell that it's like low battery, but I'm like, and the PlayStation has gone white. Okay, I pressed it. It's now ringing blue. Come on, turn on. Be compatible. Come on. I get the distinct feeling that is not compatible with capture cards. Okay, plan 2, I'm gonna plug the monitor directly into the PlayStation, go into the settings, and see if I can find a way to disable whatever's causing the incompatibility, because that has happened on PlayStation 4, but there is a way to bypass it. So let me get on that. Let me get on that really quickly. It's got HD copy protection. We'll see about that. All right, give me a second. Back to the intermission screen. I'm going to put the next song on, so please bear with me. Chat amongst yourselves and let me handle the hardware. Let's put the song that's been requested. The best is yet to come. Ladies and gentlemen, we have light. All I had to do was turn... When someone doesn't answer a call, that typically means they don't want to answer a call. All I had to do was accept the terms and conditions, sell my soul to the devil, enter a bunch of other crap, create a profile, go into system HDMI and disable HDCP. Now, apparently, if we disable this setting, some games and apps can't be used. So I am praying to God that this doesn't stop Cyberpunk 2077 from being played. Because if it does, you know, let's cross that bridge when we get there. I've created a quick little profile. I'll try to log into the network really quickly. So I'm going to just hide this so I don't accidentally show you guys my password. And then you guys go to town with my account. And I have to update first, so it's restarting the PlayStation, but so far so good. Let's see if it's got sound. Okay, we've just enabled audio on the HDMI, so let's hope to God the audio works, because that's going to be the next step. If the audio doesn't work, I'm going to have to manually connect it from this. So we're taking this one step at a time and getting this thing to work together. Bits are coming in again. Kuma, that song was perfect. Grazie, grazie. Well, you were the one that requested it. Next in line, I believe was Persona 5 Royale. So I need to find a good song from Persona 5 Royale, and I think someone requested One Winged Angel from Final Fantasy VII. So we'll see if we have time for 2 songs, because this thing seems to be installing fairly quickly. I do know that the output is on 4K, and this is a 1080p monitor, so I won't even be watching 2K. I prefer to watch exactly what you guys are seeing on live stream, so then if something goes wrong, I can automatically fix it. I know I should be playing the games in 2K, but you know, you got to do what you got to do to ensure quality. Are you going to test the controller or just into the game? I kind of don't know how to test this thing. How does one test the controller? I'm kind of hoping that by playing the game, I would be able to sort of see what the controller does. Are we going to try the playroom? It does show you what the system can do. I mean, we can. I really wanted to do some of those reactions while we're waiting for the game to install. But look, we don't know how long the install takes, so we might have time to do both. So let's take our time and enjoy it one step at a time. Let's enjoy it. Rebuilding database. Ah, yes. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Come on. Yes! Sound! Oh my god, sound works. Good. Okay, you guys are able to hear that? Cool. So it's a single audio track. Thank you for the donation. Tested by throwing it out the Okay, cool. 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 It had duplicated audio, but I fixed that really quickly. As you can tell, we've gone through technical errors many times. Okay, turn the controller on. It's blue. What's this? Wireless controller device. A new version of wireless controller device is available. Your console won't need a restart. Remind me later. Who's using the controller? Kuma. Kuma's using the controller. There is only one Kuma. All right, let's see if I can log in. That way I make sure I'm the right profile. Let me really quickly close this so you guys can't see my login. Cool. So it seems that I need to share in order to be able to listen to any sound, which is good. I hear a bit of crackling in the background. I believe I just need a restart to fix that. Protect your account. Can we do this later? Add a mobile number. Can we do this later? Family on PlayStation. You've already taken my soul. What more do you want? Oh my god. Do this later. Cool. This seems to be my profile. Let's double check our trophies. Yes, this is our profile. So as you guys know, we have both a US and AUS account because we like to buy what's cheaper and we like to buy uncensored games. So that's why we have it. Pray to God, Cyberpunk 27 Australian edition is actually uncensored. If it's not, I'm going back to the store tomorrow. Cool. United Kingdom. Cool. Profile. Good. Let's pop in the game and start installing. Why will they do that? Well, Australians are what you may call weird. They don't give a frick about anything, to the point that they don't even pay attention to their politicians. We don't even know when our election is. And half the time we don't even know who our prime minister is. To the point that our politicians start passing laws that we never even knew they were putting through parliament. So things like nudity start becoming illegal in things like video games. But pornography and prostitution's okay. So you can log online and, subscribe to your high school teacher's OnlyFans and look at her and all her whatever. But God forbid you play a video game that has, someone topless or bottomless or whatever the frick. So it's kind of weird, but it's fun to the point that we actually have a sex party that's a political party that actually has porn stars running for government seats. I mean, I talked to a few of them. They're actually very interesting people, believe it or not. Really down to earth. They just do adult content for a living, funnily enough. Unreadable disc. Was it the opposite way? I gotta get used to it. Can I eject? Oh fuck, I just screenshotted. Is this options? Eject. Okay. So discs don't go this way. They must go this way. Yes? How the fuck am I supposed to know which way it goes? Please work. Please work. By the way, we have all our old saves on this USB. Yes! 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 Unfortunately, I have to plug this into the back of the thing, and I'll cry if it says not compatible, so I'll do that later. We won't need our other games. But I noticed a few people were playing Nier Automata in 4K, even though the game originally came out on PlayStation 4, not even PlayStation 4 Pro. So their 4K of Nier Automata is nothing but a upscale, which means they literally stretched the game. So it's like, yes, it's played in 1080p, but we've just stretched the corners and we say it's 4K, which actually pixelates the fuck out of it. But, I mean, what would I know about computers? Australian government seems interesting. Well, when I become an older Kuma, I will run for Prime Minister, and I want to turn this place into a republic and be the first Australian president. And make Australia great again. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, we seem to have a little bit of time. So why don't we? So we're getting the reactions while this copies? Yes, that's what I was going to say. Okay, let me open up the computer. Given that this thing is on the left screen, I am going to put... How am I going to do this? I haven't actually seen the Cyberpunk trailer yet. So I'm going to have to... And this is going to be very high risk, high reward, mind you. Very high risk, high reward. Because if I fuck it, it's going to look like crap. So bear with me.
This isn't a request, V.
But no way you're fucked, right? You're the one who fixes other people's shit.
If you work in Arasaka counter intel, you're always fucked.
Today, they got you to zero somebody. Tomorrow, they'll get somebody else to zero you.
What's the rules, Jack? Want to be top? Gotta have some skin in the game.
Yeah, but you're not on top. Saburo Arasaka is. And you're the pendejo who keeps him there. Work for yourself, live for yourself. That's the only way.